Uh, am I audible right now? Yeah. So we'll wait for a few seconds for everyone to join. Sorry, audio was a bit of a problem. Yeah, YouTube live issue. If you can hear me, just type on the comment section yes, if you can hear me properly. If there's some issue with the audio, let me know. Cool. So, should start or wait for others to join? Okay. So basically, hi everyone. I'm Kshitij Suri. I'm in the final year of computer engineering and NIT Surat. I was the DSC lead for the tenure of 2019. So basically, first of all, welcome to DSC as a part of a new join. You are the first second year batch actually to give interviews and join. So welcome. Still some problem with an audio or everything's good? So I'm gonna take the pause as yes. Okay. So basically, this is an introduction session to basically let you know how DSC works and basically what DSC does and what kind of projects it does, and what does it mean to actually be a member of the developer student class. So let us begin. Guys, I have no idea how the audio is. There's no disturbance actually. I'm sitting in AC. Yeah, it's not due to the fan. The fan is not switched on. I'm sitting in an AC room. Yeah. It's a bit of a software problem, I think, the third-party software that we are using, I guess. So, we're going to have to try to move past that, okay? So I'm really sorry about that. So let us start actually. Cool? Everyone's cool with it? Or so, basically let's start. Presenting a screen. Is the screen visible? Yeah, so basically this is dive into DSC session. So the first question is basically what is DSC actually? So basically DSC started back in 2017 as an college group thing. I'm using headphones, there's no mic. Yeah. Let's continue. We've already wasted like 20 minutes with this. I'm really sorry about that, but let's continue. Okay, so DSC was basically introduced as to provide students with opportunity and provide a technical platform in campus because there aren't any major platforms for students to grow through development right now. There are a few clubs in college which focus on competitive, but in the past few years, the competitive hasn't been enough to get a successful career. So basically what the goal is to create an impact. So impact is basically to create impact on students and help them empower communities. Basically the goal is so you learn well and you build something. That's the simple as that. Now how does it work? So firstly, what we have in store for you is workshops. Now you may have heard about hackathons, so but we conduct various kind of study jams. Now code labs is basically a training exercise where you learn how to code one-on-one, like the code is visible and you actually code during, which was in a Flutter session. I think you can attend to that. So that's what happens here. And we build projects and pro showcase. Now showcases is a major part of what DSC is because you highlight what you have built. Suppose you have built a new Facebook or a new site, which is absolutely mind-blowing, and you need to showcase them. You don't keep it to yourself. So that's what DSC does. It provides you a platform to showcase your solution. Now, what are the opportunities for you in this? First, you grow your knowledge, because with experience comes knowledge. Then you get industry experience, because we conduct various opportunities and hackathons where you learn how to write production level code and even understand what the thing is. And then comes the showcase your prototypes you complete. So what do we need from your side basically? So what are your investments? We need a little bit of time from yourself, show us some curiosity, and of course, you should have enormous interest to actually build something. So what are outcomes? First, speaker sessions. We are planning to get sessions from globally. We have foreign speakers coming in. We have speakers from directly Google India who are coming in and attending a session and telling you more about the experience. Then we focus more on personal growth and skill enhancement. So basically in DSC, you get to know how to enhance your skills, build better applications, better websites, better prototypes, and grow your knowledge. Exposure. Exposure is a very underrated yet very important thing in a college, in basically any software community, because you don't get much exposure to how code is written in Amazon, say. But you write code on your laptop, but you don't know how code is written in professional companies. So we try to inculcate that kind of values in it. Then comes collaborative learning. Now collaborative learning is very important in a college atmosphere because one person cannot know everything, right? Suppose you know on back end, you definitely need a guy for front end, so you build a full stack application. Collaborative learning is yet another important factor. And the next thing comes is becoming the next DSC. Since you are selected as the next members and of the next batch of DSC, few of you will be candidates for becoming the next lead. So basically you will be the face of the community in the upcoming years. So that's very important. And it's actually kind of highly rewarding because you get a huge network. You get to meet with 200 like-minded people and then interact with them, share your ideas, gain knowledge and gain perspective on different kind of things. Plus you get to go to the summit, which is a fully paid trip to Goa. Yeah, that's fun. So what do we expect from you basically? You should be really enthusiastic. Okay? Because if you are not enthusiastic and passionate about it, you won't work as hard enough in that direction. You should believe in the idea of teamwork because, like I said, teamwork is what builds big applications. And you should be able to dedicate time to the class. Getting selected is fine, but you need to actually allocate some time and dedicate towards the goal. So I'll basically focus on the next part, and which I've heard a lot about is how to crack interviews, how to grow as a software developer, and the major question second year has is basically that. And also, if you have any doubts, any queries, just pop the questions in the comment section because it's an informal session, right? Okay, don't hesitate, don't have things. I'll answer them right away. So, what is the goal of this? Basically, you don't just get up one morning and say, I want to work for Google, I want to work for Facebook. It's a long process with right things at the right time. So basically, what you can say is divide the whole process into 4 parts. First is the relevant skills which you learn. Second is the credibility of the work that you do. Third point is the technical question. And fourth is the something question, which I'll get into that later. Now, if you want to be a software developer, you need software development. I understand that you'll be thinking like, क्या बोल रहे हैं, ये क्या बोल रहा है sir? I understand that. But if you read properly, it's very important because this usually involves people in second year mostly focus on getting into campus ambassador stuff and being the fix of something like Snapchat campus ambassador, Inshallah campus ambassador, which is good if you want to gain soft skills and a network. But if you want to be in a software development team, you need software development skills. So try to focus on that. And then comes the age-long debate of development versus competitive. So it's basically not a debate actually, but people use class these things together and think that one is better than the other, but actually they are not. They go hand in hand basically, and see, competitive coding will definitely get you through the first round, and it's very important. But if you want to sit through interviews, and interviews are mostly focused on projects, apart from the big companies like Amazon and Google, because they don't have new technologies and at the bachelor's level to develop. So they focus mostly on optimizing them. One second, I think the audio is coming. Yeah. So next is roadmap to develop as a software developer. Yeah. So we have basically prepared a roadmap for you to how to, look basic things. If you have any questions, just please drop them in the comment section. I'll be reading them actually. Should I speak a little louder? Yeah, okay. Should I speak louder? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Basically, what involves is you're in the second year, right? Basically, so you basically build a portfolio of projects. So you try and explore different kind of technologies, and you develop a set of skills, because that's what they will be looking for in getting them interviews. Because once you clear the competitive round, they are more interested in what you did in the past 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. So it all comes down to what you have done. So try working on different kind of projects, working in an internship or participating in hackathon is an excellent way to build a portfolio, because the pressure and everything combines to a good product. And then in my opinion, start learning DS and algo from second year December or January. Yeah, it gives you more than enough time to gain actually the core of how DS algo works and implement competitive coding and do different kind of process. Okay, and last everything comes down to practice. Okay, so the more you practice code, the more you learn. Okay, and please let me know if anything or stuff is bouncing or is scoring or any questions that you have. Okay, so just informal session. Okay, so yeah, next is credibility. Like I said, basically what you do isn't directly justified. The work should have some credibility. Like you went in a hackathon, that's good, but did you win something? What was the project? It should be credible. You did Coursera certificates, this is good, but you should be able to validate it with the work and project that you've done. Getting a good competitive rating in and platforms such as Chef is okay. And if you can even get nano degrees or like I did, I got an Android developer 93, which is reputed, so it's credible. Then comes the technical connection. So technical connection is basically which tech stack basically you're passionate about, which tech stack you want to build upon. So for that you basically attend different kind of courses, and then it comes to building whatever the idea you have in your mind. Okay, and then practice. Simple as that. Okay, and something special is basically what you say. Something special can be what defines you. It's basically how employer will see you differently compared to others. So if there are 100 of you appealing for the same kind of interview, the employer wouldn't be happy seeing the same kind of certificates, the same kind of skills. You need to have that spark that you show in that interview, because that's how they will hire you. Okay, so try to ask yourself the same question, like, why are you different? What's your something special? Okay, and then comes the GPA debate. Okay, does it matter? It all depends on your course. Suppose if you want to go for masters, and you want to go abroad, you want to go do an MTech, then yes, pointers matter a lot. Okay, because you get admission easily and everything. But if you don't want to study after BTech, then pointers are like, okay, this is a way of validation for your work. You get average pointers. I'm not saying go far below 6. I'm saying maintain decent pointers. Like 7.5 is more than enough if you don't want to study ahead. Because most of the people don't care. They just care what you know and what you can say, what you can do. That's it. Now, basically, I'm done showing presentations. I know this is an online class. It seems like an online class to you, but if you have any questions, just shoot. Yeah, okay, Pranav has one. Being in non-technical field, the roadmap mentioned applies for people like me too. Or should I focus more on this? So basically, Pranav, I'll say, yeah, so you are from not a technical field. You're saying you're not from a technical field, okay. So basically how companies will see you is through your project and through your code, okay. You might have a good competitive rating, but most of the competitive companies have a certain barrier. So on-campus placements, for that, they exclude other branches, if you're talking about that. And your best chance at getting a software developer job is getting into a good and decent startup, and then focus more on development, because to focus more on development, the startups are usually focused on new technologies. Say that, like there are Flutter is the new technology, okay, so there are hundreds of startups are moving towards that. So it's way easier for you to get a job as a software developer in a startup, because they don't care about what your branch you're from, about what field you're from. They just care what you can build. And big companies which rely on competitive don't actually focus a lot on that. I hope this answers your question. If you have anything. Yeah, okay, that has another question. I guess pointers matters. It should be above 18. We are ignoring the criteria for different company selection. Other 8 is like considered a very good pointer. Actually, it's very difficult for majority of people don't have 8. So I'll say complete criteria is basically 7.5 for computer science people. But if you're from other branches, you have to, and you want to sit in software field, you should keep your pointers above 8. So that, because I have a friend who is 7 point and he is in the best company above 30 lakhs per annum. So it doesn't matter that much. I hope this answers your question. If you have anything to, we can have a discussion. I know YouTube Live isn't the best platform to discuss, but do ask questions. Someone should be active. I'm just going to wait for 1 minute, if anyone, or 2 minutes, if you have any questions. Come on, your second year people, come on. Second year people always have questions, like what to do. I personally was very confused in second year. I didn't know what to do. So just to wait till 3 minutes. We have 2-3 minutes if you want to stay, then I have some activity planned. They're gonna play a game after this. If you're okay, just want to skip to the game right directly. So, right here, yeah. You wanna move ahead? Okay, so since no one will ask the questions, we'll take the questions again after that. I want you to open Kahoot if everyone has Kahoot. Okay, yeah. Aksham has asked a question. Advanced data structure. I would say if you're in third year and you're trying for internships on campus, I don't mean off campus, but if you're trying on campus, then definitely go for, don't go for advanced data structures because nobody asks patterns for a second year or the third year of thesis. If you want to get a good competitive rating, then yeah, definitely go for that. And if you want to get for off-campus, but on-campus you don't require advanced data structure. And then there's other web or app which is more in demand on which should try to focus. So basically it's not dependent like web or app which is more in demand, because technically speaking everyone starts with a website and then moves on to an application, because phones have literally shown more incline, but that doesn't make a website redundant. So it's up to you which you find building easier and you're passionate about. So go for that. If you're not, you can go for native platforms like say React Native or Flutter. Problem solve both of them in the single application. So that would be easy. Okay. If I answer, if you have any further questions, just keep asking on the comment box. Okay. So Ishan Mehta, is AIMS stuff mandatory for your resume now, or is it possible to dodge it and still land a good grade? Ishan, I'm the live example of what you have. I don't know this much of AIMS. I mean, it's completely oblivion about them, and I still landed a company. So that, I hope that answers your question. Because AML is a field which requires tons of research oriented. So most if you want to get in a good company, they mostly focus on after post graduation. Okay, some companies do hire from graduation, but these fields are require more of a research level. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. Aditi Mishra, which language should I choose, C++ or Java? So personally, I'm a big fan of Java. I absolutely love the language because you can build almost anything. But I would say if you're going for competitive placement and rounds, I would prefer go for C++ and understand a basic of C++, like how to do competitive just the STL part. That's it. Because in C++, STL is enough to get clear the rounds, first rounds, and it's faster. Because writing C++ is way faster and it delivers faster. So Java and typing Java is a bit of a go, but if you're asking development wise, then Java hands on. I'll absolutely love Java. Okay. How to select language for development? Well, Avinash, it basically depends on what you are building. If you are building an Android application, Google has developed Kotlin, which is a new language, but traditionally every other product is still working on Java out there. Amazon backend is on Java. Then upcoming new startups have tried to use Flutter, which uses Start. Facebook is built on React. So it always depends on what you want to build. So there's no specific language. I would say learn one and become pro at it, and then everything will be easier. Okay, so Tushar, where to start from, front end or back end? Tushar, there's no particular pattern of where to follow from front end to back end. Front end is like pretty easy. I think it depends if you're talking about website. Front end is basically pretty easy and intuitive. So HTML just directly comes. You keep doing it often, you get it gets memorized in the brain. So I would say not focus more on front end, because as you keep building, front end automatically comes. But try to focus more your learning on back end, because that's what really matters. Okay. Azam Ahmad, I suggest Java too. Thank you. Yeah, please. Okay. Kshitij Suri, still learning Android Studio. Can you guide where I can practice and do some assignment revision? Nishit, I personally preferred Udacity courses for Android because it's pretty good, but for current scenario it's pretty outdated. So I would say go for documentation. First go for courses, get a basic knowledge on what Android Studio is and how it works, then go for documentation, because they keep updating new kind of things that the courses always don't keep up. So that's how you basically learn, because that's how everyone learns that. Go for the documentation and just build it. Okay, I hope that answers your question. Yash Mandre, do it really matter just the number of projects you will do, or is it how complex the project is? I would say build 2 or 3 projects and build it at complexity that you can explain, and the employer is basically enlightened or you're interested in what you do. Because let's say if you built a website, you just can't say you built a front end for a website. That's not a process. You need actually something that the employer has interest in, or it piques his interest basically. So that's what you need to talk about. So I would say, like, for example, I would say, suppose you made a cloud project like Google Drive. That's the project, and the interview will be, how you made it, and that's the project to discuss. So that all depends. I hope that answers your question. Ishan Mehta made me happier. Thanks. I'm glad. Lakshman Gupta. Is ML not a good thing to do as a BTech? No, I'm not saying that ML is not a good thing to do. It's an excellent, you can say it's the kind of the future. ML is a good thing to do as a BTech student. But you should know that you should be more focused on the core of it, not just implementing ML. Because these are 2 separate things. Implementing ML is different, and actually learning ML and how it works is different. So if you're focused more on learning side, then I would say go for it. If you're focusing more on implementing side, then don't invest so much. Okay, Saksham? Yeah. I mean, there are things that can be done using multiple languages. Which one aspect you prefer? Speed or UI? That's an interesting question, Avinash. I would say it depends on what your service you're offering from your product. So if you're offering a service like Drive or some uploading, downloading feature, which is highly dependent on speed, then go for speed. But if your product is actually dependent on something which the customer sees and then goes into, then go for UI. But basically a trade-off on what to do and how. Okay, so if you have any follow-up questions, just keep asking them on the comment section. I'm happy to answer them. Carl Bendrick, is React Native a good builder? Yeah, I personally like React Native as a mobile development solution because many companies use it and it is very well supported. So yeah, I would suggest it's a good. And then Harshit John, okay, working on computing to make a personal sentence, as most people are making and specific. I don't think, depending on the stack, its project is better. What about idea that a project is because yeah, blockchain and it is complex and sounds big, but employer already knows that. So if you are doing that, then there's no point. Okay, so you just need to actually build something different that the employer is interested in. It's not basically about the tech stack. Okay, so if you have good ideas about blockchain, then go for it. I hope that answers your question. Okay, and then we have Nishit. Can you suggest the name of platform course? Is Foxmula good to enroll? I've not heard about Nishit. I've not heard about Foxmula, so I don't think I'm good enough to recommend it. But it's up to you, man. Just Google it and see how the reviews of the course is. And if you find good enough reviews, go for it. But don't pay for courses, man. Get a torrent, do some other shit, but don't pay for courses. Like, it's okay to pay 400, 500 bucks, but don't pay above that, man. It's completely waste. You get torrent and everything. Okay. Mudikshan Upla, React Native versus Flutter versus native dev or mobile apps. Well, this is a very traditional debate, and it's pretty going on still because Flutter changed the game. But it all depends on you. Like, React Native has been here longer and has various third-party services that Flutter just hasn't have that because it's completely new. But Flutter with its steep incline is at a whole new level right now. So I would go for whichever is more comfortable with you actually as a learning curve, because Flutter is mostly, since it's new, it's not trusted in the industry much. I've learned from the personal experience that Flutter is not trusted that much in a big companies, but very new. Native is firstly preferred in big companies, and then React Native, then Flutter. But if you're working for a startup, then it's completely dependent on what you want to do. Okay, Najutta, thanks. You're welcome. Section, are there decent job opportunities in ML for BTech freshers? Yeah, there are decent opportunities, but it mostly it comes down to what research you do in ML. Okay, so ML is basically a research topic. So the more you develop new stuff, like if you have heard about the new GPT-3 algorithm, it's at a completely mind-boggling level. So that's basically the core and the peak of the mountain for ML. And BTech, of course, it gives you a good thing, but mostly MTech gives you a huge boost as a career in ML. So it's up to you. You get jobs, but it's like, you don't understand. Actually, I hope I answered your question. Sahil, which front-end library would you suggest for a beginner? Yeah. I absolutely love React because, it's a really great library and you keep reusing. What's the problem with HTML and everything? It's like seriously really good. So React is the best platform to work as a front-end library in my opinion. Yeah. So okay, I think if no other questions, we'll start with the game. Everyone interested in the game? Okay. How good are you? We'll come back to questions later if it's okay. I just need to. Okay, let's answer questions. How good are Udacity scholarship program? They are pretty good. I personally graduated from Android, and it is not more about the course that goes with it. It's more about the network, because I got in touch with around 1,000 other Android developers who are just as good as me, and some are really, really good. So it's more about the network that you build there. Course you can get from anywhere, like I said, torrent or download it, or even view it online. But the scholarship program mostly focuses on the network that you get, and that's something you can't just buy. I hope that answers your question. Okay, so basically, I would say if you have any phones or everything, go for, I would say Kahoot. Everyone knows, right? If anyone is interested to play a basic game, and if you win, you get this book. It's one of my favorite books by Eric Ries. It's about how you build new startups and how you actually develop your thinking skills in data detection, and I'm personally very fond of it. So the first position who gets in the quiz will get this one, and if college starts, I'll personally give it to you, but if it doesn't, I'll mail it to you. No worries. Cool. So yeah. So Kahoot is basically an MCQ platform. So like there'll be questions, and I'll show them on my screen, and you'll have time to answer it. And the options will be shown in your. The option logos will be shown on your phone or secondary thing, but the questions will be on my screen. So you need to open this screen, and then you need to see questions on my screen and then select options. So I would suggest open kahoot.it on your phone. And if everyone's ready, I'll just start the game. If you're ready and opened kahoot.it, open kahoot.it and enter the pin shown here. And whenever you're ready, just type in yes. So take out your phones, open kahoot.net and enter the pin shown here. Yeah. Also, while you're at it, take a screenshot of what your name is, because we need proof who wins. Okay? Because whoever wins is gonna get the prize. Okay, I don't have that many books lying around to give out. Okay? I will definitely if I had swags, I'll definitely give them up, but let's just stick to this book, okay? So take a screenshot of what your name is, because we'll be needing that as proof, okay? I say it again. Take a screenshot of your name, whether it's Lovely Wolf or Charming Finch or whatever it is. Come on, man. Where are the others? There are friends too, come on, start. This is a good exercise, come on. Keep typing yes if you're done. You can just see how many players are on the app. You can post in class groups, I don't mind other people doing. And it just have to make this game good. The more the competition, the merrier. If someone is having trouble, just post it in the comments that you are having trouble and we'll look into it. I'll start then. If anyone is having trouble, just post it in the comments now. Okay, I was waiting for a minute, yeah. Is everyone ready or no? Azhar, you're done? If everyone's done, we'll wait for 2 more minutes. Okay, and then we'll start. Okay, come on, 3 more people and we'll make it to 50. Ah, awesome sprint. Nice. One more, come on. Yeah, 50. Any more? Should I keep joining in? Don't close tabs, otherwise it will close it up. So shall we start? Which I guess 62 people are live and 59 players are already in. So shall we start? Okay, people are still coming. Okay, let's wait for 1 more minute. 30 seconds. That's a good one. Guys, I'll say again, take a screenshot of your name, which will be in the bottom of your screen or whatever it is. Take a screenshot, because we'll be needing them for proof whether you won this or not. Okay? You need to have a screenshot. Got it? I guess everyone's here. 64 people alive and 63 are already here. So I would say everyone is live and okay, people are still coming in. When's this gonna stop? Let's say it's already 8. I'm starting the game. Okay, cool. I'm really sorry for the rest who are joining and are not able to join. You can join later. Okay. So we'll start. Everyone ready? Start. Yes. It's how you come. If it's a classroom, I would just ask, but I need to know whether you're ready or not. Okay, so let's start. There's no one there. Cool. So let's start. First question is visible on your screen right now. I guess there's some issue with the latency. I guess people are not able to do that. SEO is basically search engine optimization. Okay, everyone able to answer? I got 60 people in the game and only, I guess, 15, 9, 24. Okay, so just wait a second, stream delay. I didn't account for that. Thank you, Anshu. Yeah, wait a second. Okay. Okay, give me some time actually. I'll just update the time. Give me some. So you already knew the answer to one question, which is okay. I'll be sending a new game code, okay? Just wait a second, okay? I'll be sending a new game code. Can you see my screen right now? Okay, so this is the code, I'm really sorry, but I didn't account for latency. I guess I'm not that good of a software developer anyway. So yeah, new pin I've typed in the comment box. Join through that. Open code.it and join through new pin. I'm really sorry for the delay. But hey, you get a book again. That's a good book actually. I've read it twice actually. I think twice. It basically tells you how to do it. How to basically pass. But some people are joining faster. Okay guys, I'm not showing the screen because answers are visible in that. So wait a second. We'll just wait for few more people to join in. Okay. 20-second delay, yeah. I'm just accounting for that itself, 20-second delay. So everyone remember, YouTube Live has a 20-second delay. The next time you are conducting a live session, always account for 20-second delay. Okay, this is actually weird. There are 61 people in live chat and 68 for paying. So this proves games are more effective. Everyone ready? So start the game. Type yes if everyone's ready. I'll start the game. You already know one answer, okay? So it will be easier. Everyone's ready? Come on. Just type yes. Okay, Kritika says yes, and we are moving ahead. Cool. Let's start. Ready for the first. कौन बनेगा lean startup का owner? Okay. So let's start. I was going for Amitabh Bachchan, but okay. Let's start. It's an interesting question. Okay, I've increased the time to 60 seconds, so even accounting 20-second delay, yeah, 40 seconds. Ah, KBC with DSC, nice. I absolutely love that. Come on, you have 30 seconds बचे हैं आपके पास. Yeah, delay, but there is like, you have, there's still time. Go on, press the buttons. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yep. 41 people. So you were listening, yeah. I'm glad. Let's see who is stopping. Prairie Panda. Prairie Panda is the first position, Red Chicken second. So basically, I hope Prairie Panda has a screenshot, because if it's in the game, they need to prove that they are Prairie Panda, okay? Yeah, there's a delay, but I've increased the time for till 60 seconds, so you still get 30 seconds or something. 30 seconds is more than enough to answer this. You actually have 30 seconds, okay? So account from that. You need to answer before that. Don't stick with the clock and then there's a delay. So try to answer as early as possible. I got 60 responses. Second question. What does DSC do? Come on, come on. You know you actually have time till 20 because 20-second delay. Come on. Answer faster. Faster, faster. Come on, everybody needs to win this. I got 18 answers. Come on. You need to pick up the pace. And 51 people got it right. We are very awesome, you know that. I hope everyone got to answer. And oh, Prairie Panda still has the lead. And Red Chicken fall back. Don't worry, the Rockstar Elk. I hope these guys have screenshots because that's very important. Moving on. You know you need to answer before the clock here is 20 because there's a 20 seconds delay. So keep 20 seconds in mind. Come on, you have 8 seconds. Only 24 people. You didn't read, I think you didn't read not wordplay. And Prairie Panda is on fire. Nice. Prairie Panda, I need comment on the YouTube section. I need to know who you are. Have all the answers. Moving on. 4 out of 10. Nice. Madhumita. Come on. I guess not many people answered. Yep. 49 planning. I wonder who three were who selected update WhatsApp status as working. I mean, you are really creative, guys. Oh, and let's take it the flow. Rockstar Elk is in the first position of 3216. Rockstar Elk has overtaken. Red Chicken is still in third position. Listen easy, guys. Come on, if you don't answer this, you need to switch off your YouTube live right now. Come on, guys. And yes. Who are the 5 people who selected development? You can just drop a text. I need to know who you are. Red Chicken is coming up right on heels. You have a book on startup from here. Answer people, come on. Come on, only 30 answers, come on, fast. Pick up the pace, people. And 30 pins are back. Come on, it's always. See, if I were me, I would definitely go for co-founders first. But in the book side, co-founders an idea. So. And Flying Eagle is on fire. Nice. Moving on. Come on. Think about it. You already know the answers. Come on. And at least 60 answers right. You already know this. Thirty-five people. Nice. And Flying Eagle takes this to Soul. We need to finish. Come on, 3 more questions. Come on, fast. Mission idea is important, but if you consider it, co-founders are very, very crucial to the success of a company. Idea is like, let's Idea is what makes a company, but if you wanna keep running the company, co-founders are important. I know this is a technical question, but come on, we are the technical club. We had to ask. Python is technically the first, and the question was second last. And excited Falcon takes lead. I hope again you guys have screenshots, because I'm going to give to the person who has the screenshot. Don't need to Google, come on. I know you could always Google, but... And Red Chicken finally is on the first page. Come on. Great effort. And we have the last question. Come on, make this one count. Notice the word upcoming. This is the last question, come on. Time's up. So yes. So we have lovely Owl as a winner. Come on, by Red Chicken go. Okay, Red Chicken third. Expert Traveler is second. No worries, Red Chicken. Hard luck, tough luck. So lovely all. Type in the YouTube comment section who are you. Reach out to any of the DSC members who will reach out to me, and personally I'll give it to you in college or I'll mail it to you. Either way. So basically this covers most of the session of ours. I hope you liked it, and if you have any queries, just ping me on LinkedIn or either way, whichever you want. Free actually, yeah. That's nothing. Okay, so if there are any queries, reach out to all of the DSC core members, or even reach out to me. And keep practicing, keep coding, and enjoy. Actually, you have a good time on your hands right now, so make this one count. Got it? Hope you liked the session. Leave a review in the comment section if possible, and we'll conclude this. Have a good night, everybody. If you have any questions, just ask.